Sheldon's absence was notable in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage's series premiere, but there was a good reason for the young Sheldon spin-off not to include Georgie's little brother. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 1, Episode 1 brilliantly set up the scene for the sitcom's main storylines, introducing new characters like Ruben and expanding on those who only briefly appeared before, like Connor. Georgie and Mandy staying at the McAllisters inevitably made Jim and Audrey more central, and it even briefly brought back two young Sheldon alums with Meemaw and Mary's cameo in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage's premiere. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Episode 1, including Mary and Meemaw, nonetheless highlighted Sheldon's evident absence, especially in light of Missy's upcoming appearance in Season 1, Episode 2. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage's focus on Georgie, after all, makes all the Coopers a major part of the young Sheldon spin-off, and Sheldon had up until recently been at the very center of both Big Bang Theory and young Sheldon, making his absence in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage feel particularly apparent. However, Sheldon's absence could not have been avoided based on what Big Bang Theory and young Sheldon already established. Major storyline of young Sheldon Season 7 focused on Sheldon choosing a grad school after Season 6's ending storyline had him trying to spruce up his grad school applications by finding a summer program he could attend last minute. While young Sheldon's final season had much to cover, including George's now debunked cheating storyline and his untimely death, the Big Bang Theory prequel was always supposed to end as Sheldon moved away from Medford to go to Caltech for grad school. Indeed, Sheldon is absent from Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Episode 1 because he is at Caltech in California. The Big Bang Theory established Sheldon as a genius and followed him through the years in his professional and personal life, detailing his struggles but also his major success of winning a Nobel Prize along with his wife Amy for their superasymmetry theory. However, young Sheldon was created to follow the young genius during his time in Medford, Texas, when he defied all regular expectations by starting to attend high school at 9. Indeed, with Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage following the months and possibly years after Sheldon's move, Sheldon could have never been regularly a part of it. Big Bang Theory had already established how George Sr. died when Sheldon was 14, at the same age as Sheldon's move to Caltech for grad school. Young Sheldon also started telling the young genius story in 1989 when he was 9, placing his birth in 1980, something introduced by the Big Bang Theory, as Sheldon won the Nobel Prize with Amy at 39. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage starting sometime after George's death thus makes Sheldon still 14 during the young Sheldon spin-off, placing it in the 13 years between Sheldon moving to Caltech and Sheldon and Leonard meeting Penny. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage starting sometime after young Sheldon's end means Sheldon has moved recently to Caltech. His earning a PhD at 16 hints Sheldon's life at Caltech will be particularly full, making it improbable that he will visit often. Indeed, this makes it unlikely for Sheldon to appear anytime soon on Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. The Big Bang Theory also established how little Sheldon visited home, only happening on occasions when he was already in Texas, when he faced crises, when he needed to patch things up with his brother, or when Missy was about to give birth. Moreover, with only Ruben and Connor as new characters in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, the young Sheldon spin-off has inherited the majority of its key characters from the TBBT spin-off. That is the case even if Missy, Mary, and Meemaw will only appear in some episodes, thus making Sheldon's appearance soon even more unlikely, as it would feel too much like a continuation of young Sheldon. While Sheldon's return would only make sense during the holidays story-wise, his return cannot be completely ruled out. Indeed, with Jim Parsons being at the center of the Big Bang Theory and appearing in young Sheldon while also doing the voiceover for each episode, Ian Armitage's bigger role in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage cannot be dismissed. Still, based on Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage's bigger focus on the McAllisters and Sheldon's own story's trajectory, it will be unlikely to see the young genius anytime soon back on the young Sheldon spin-off.